Hey everybody, it's Georgiana, and I am back in the studio. All right, so let's pick out a butterfly. I'm gonna set this pile aside because I still need to trim those up a little bit. Pull these back over and get my bone folder. I need to get one of those little, they're kind of like an odd triangle. I'm not good at geometry. I think that's what it is, but I've seen E with Scrapbooking with Me use them. My friend Bobby just shared one on his Facebook page, and they're by Dress My Craft. Anyway, they're much smaller. They're a little bit more easier to handle, and I need to get one of those. I think they're about $15-16. So if you're interested in a nice bone folder, it's by Dress My Craft. This one, the only thing about it that bothers me is this point. It tends to dig into the palm of my hand because of the way I sometimes hold it. Now I grabbed this butterfly. I don't even know if that's the one I want to use. It looks a little bit on the big side. Let's find something a little bit smaller than that. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so let me just smooth off my rough edges. And I might need to trim that one a little bit more. There we go. Now, do I want it there? Maybe I could put two on there. What else do we got here? Seems like the ones I want are all upside down. Oh, the green one might be nice. What do we think of that? I'm going to enlarge this a little bit. Yeah, I kind of like that. Smooth down those edges. And I'm just going to glue them flat. Oops. It's kind of hard to pick up. They're so small. Got a little too much glue there. So, I like this one kind of going that way. And this one, I'm not sure I want to glue it flat or if I want to kind of keep it, just kind of glue it in the middle so that the wings will come up. I think that's what I'll do. Let's put him under that blade of grass. Well, that might not have been my best idea. Let's put him over that blade of grass. And then we can maybe still get the wings up. There we go. Likey. There we go. I think that one's done. I mean, I could put something else on it, but maybe I still have to do something with this bottom because I don't know if you can see that edge there where I layered those two pieces. I did it backwards. So I need to do something with that. There's trees up there. Okay, so this guy, wow, this guy's, we'll just use this one. And again, I'm only going to glue the center. That way, if we want to elevate the wings, we can. There we go. There's one side. Probably should have bent it before I stuck it down, because I don't want to. There we go. Oh, I must have got too much glue on there. Yeah. But that's okay. Little something something on that one. Now this one I feel like needs a whole lot of work. I just don't know where to begin with it. The blue one might be alright on here, but then again, so might a yellow one. We've already got a little bit of blue. How about a bit of yellow? Is that too big though? I kind of feel like it's a little big. So let's try something a little smaller. Okay. Yeah, we'll start with that. So, oh, I already smoothed all these out, I think. No, did I? No, I trimmed them. I didn't smooth them. This one's got a weird little piece back here. And maybe I should have used my deep cut blade. I think I've heard that that works better for intricate cuts, but I didn't. That might have made a difference. Not sure. I'm going to put a little more glue on this one just because I don't need them all to be the same. Okay. I don't think I need more butterflies on that. Or that. Or this one doesn't have one, so it could definitely use a butterfly. Is that one too blue? I mean, I have green, but I feel like that's a little too much. Oh, no, it isn't. Nope, that looks good. I'm trying to get rid of these. Oh, I forgot about those up there. These little antenna cutoffs. Yeah, I feel like that's too pale, so we'll go back to this one. I'm going to zoom back out. Oops. Just a little. Smooth those edges just a smidge. And add some glue. There we go. That definitely helps. Could maybe put one, if I could find a smaller one. I don't know if I want the same green though. Yeah, we'll leave it there because I think I want to do the BABY across the bottom of that. And that doesn't need one. This definitely needs something because I have no trees or anything on this one. How did I do that? These were, it's a little big, but I think if I can get it under the grass well enough, it could work. Oh, I like it. I like it. So, our glue. Try to get back and tuck it back underneath there. I've got it hanging off the edge more than I wanted. But I don't think I can do much about that. I'll just have to trim it. Okay. So I feel like I should get out some more of my sparkle stuff, but let's add another butterfly, or a butterfly. I think the blue one looks good on there. It shows up nice. Bring it up here so you can see it better. Yeah. These are very colorful cards, I will say that. I like a lot of color, but not everybody does. I also like muted stuff too. It's just that today we're doing color. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, so let me get out paint. I just have a little Glad container of water to rinse out my brush. And get my paper towel. And let's paint a tree. You could even do the butterfly, but I would use the clear on the butterfly. And I could use the clear on this too. You know what? Maybe that's what I should do. Use the clear. Let's see. Is this a clear? Yep. Okay, I'm going to show you, see if it'll show up. You can see how everything settles to the bottom. So it's got a little BB or something in there, some kind of little ball to help shake it up, mix it back together. There's a little groove down there, so just trying to get all of the mica out of the groove. Now you got your clear. So let's do the clear. Now this is inkjet printed on inkjet, so you don't want to use anything too wet because it probably will make the ink run. But I'm just really just dabbing this in and just going over it really lightly. And you could do this before you attached it to the card too, which would actually probably be a better idea, just in case you did mess up. But for those of us who think on the fly. Okay, so I'm going to have to dip in just a little bit because this tree's bigger than the others. I do want to get a nice coverage. There we go. So you see how you can see, I know there's a lot of glare, but you can see the sparkle, and because it's clear it didn't change the color of the tree. Let's put some on the butterfly. Oh, and I'm just using a really fine tip. It doesn't look all that fine tip in the camera, but it's a pretty fine tip. Yeah. So this is just me using up stuff that I've had for years. I don't even know when I bought these sparkles. I know it's been over 3 years because I'm pretty sure I brought them with me when I moved from North Carolina. So, and I got them on QVC, in case you're interested. You know what? I think I'm gonna try. I should have done this before, but I'm gonna try and add a little bit to the mane, just the mane. Just to make it look kind of more separate from the rest of the unicorn, since it's all this kind of bright pink. I don't even know what color this is. I mean, it's a bright pink. It's not fuchsia or anything, but it's pretty bright. And it's going on a little darker, but I think that once it dries, it probably will lighten back up some. So let me get to do the tail here. I actually thought about adding some of the colored sparkle, at least to the white ones, but I hadn't done that yet, and I actually like the idea here, now that I see it, of adding the clear just to parts of it. I want to do the horn too. Well, that was a wet brush full. Very wet. Now this unicorn is just cut out of, was it Reflections? It's paper from Michaels. So it's, you know, pretty inexpensive and thin cardstock. So you don't want to get it really wet, but it looks like it did okay there. Now it did kind of make the unicorn mane, I don't think you can see it, I can't get it to focus, but it did raise it up a little bit just because it's wet. I'm going to do the horn too here, just because that's the part you would expect to be sparkly. I didn't pick up any sparkle. There we go. Here, just give that a rinse. Alright, I will probably want to put a little more glue under that. If I can get it under there. I think that might have knocked a little of the sparkle off. Can't have that. Now there's supposed to be a fixative in this stuff, but it might just be because I didn't let it dry. Or the other advantage is if you paint them before you glue them on, then you could spray a fixative over the top of it if you felt like you needed that. I've only used this stuff so sparingly that I can't say I've ever noticed a lot of rub off, but that could just be me not noticing. All right. So there we go. It's a little darker right there because I just re-wetted it, but it's got a nice little sparkle to it, and it's cute. So this one, I think, other than the base here, we do need to add, I could add a butterfly. I don't know. Do you think I need a butterfly? I'm thinking a yellow one. So on my cards, I've got some labels where I forgot to put it on there, but I used to make these little yellow butterflies out of vinyl. And I would cut those out with my Cricut too. You know what? I better put the lid back on there before I make a mess. And then I would just stick them on. And for those of you who haven't heard the story, if there's anybody out there who hasn't heard the story, my mother's favorite color was yellow. I've never really been a fan, but she passed away in 2015, and so it's become a favorite of mine just because it's a way to remember her. Oh, I like that. It kind of stands out and kind of feels like, you know, I'm not super artistic and never took an art class, don't know the words, but it kind of feels like an impression of the sun. You know what I mean? So we're going to go with that. So I had a friend who wasn't super crafty, but she took all the art classes. I, super crafty, never took an art class, so how's that for ironic? Well, she was a friend. We've long since lost touch many, many years ago, but she loved her art classes, and I don't know why I never thought to take one, but I didn't. All right, so this one, we got to put this one together. I don't even have a card base for it yet, but this was the bigger tree. I got a couple of those printed out from the butterfly page. And just smooth out those edges because that's what makes me happy. And I was thinking we could put it like right up here. I don't know, maybe not, because maybe it just doesn't need anything. It's kind of a pretty background anyway. I wonder if I should ink the edges. You know what? I will get this one with the yellow horn here, though. And a little spot of color up there. Let's see what that one might be. Not kind of does it. I feel like it doesn't show up very well, even though it's bright yellow. Well, it does when you get it closer. Okay, so we'll use that butterfly, that unicorn. Now what I was wondering is if I should ink the edges, but now that I think about it, even though this is a heavier cardstock, I don't think I could ink the edges of that successfully, because it's pretty flimsy just because it's so intricate, and I wouldn't want to damage the mane any. So yeah. If I had a smaller one, and I probably do, just gotta look for it. These are so mangled. The smaller they got, the less cleanly they cut. I was kind of thinking about setting it on the tip of its tail. I don't know. Is that cute or not? I mean, it's kind of cute. See if I can clean this. Let's flatten it out first and then see if I can clean it up a little bit. I'm too picky. I gotta stop being so picky. It's hard to do though after a lifetime, 60 years of being picky. I love these little snips. I don't know. It says Canary, Japan, bond free. I got them off Amazon. But they're nice and tiny, and so they really get into those hard for me to reach areas. Okay, where did it go? You gotta be kidding me. Did I drag it? How does that even happen? I just had it in my hand. Oh, it's over here. I saw. There we go. All right, so we've got a couple mushrooms, our butterfly, and our unicorn. So I think I like that composition. So I'm going to start with the butterfly. Oops, maybe. Now these digital images, even including the backgrounds, were just printed on cardstock, not photo paper. I have a variety of cardstocks over there in different weights, and some are from Amazon, some are from Walmart. I mean, they're just, I say Walmart, I don't know that for sure, but I think some were from Walmart. So it's not any particular brand or anything. I do have some more expensive paper for foiling, which I haven't done in a while, so that might be a nice touch to add to some of these. Alright, let's get his feet down. I think I want him back this way. Let's do that one, and then that one. Block out. Put some glue on our mushrooms. Now I could pop some of this up with dimensionals or foam tape, but that just adds to the expense of the postage, and then sometimes they don't, even though you pay extra for that postage, they don't always abide by what you paid for the postage. So like the ones that are you pay for non-machinable, they don't always recognize that you spent the money on a non-machinable stamp, and they might go through the machines anyway, in which case if you've got a lot of extra bulk in places, the machines can tear the packages and the cards, and so you do want to be careful if you're mailing them. Let's see here, kind of like that one. Alright, what do you think? Is that cute? I like it. Butterfly could have been a little smaller, but that's okay. This is what I have. Use what I have. Let's see, what else do I have over here? Oh, I guess that's pretty much it for that pile. So then I've got these two that I can do. Now this one I'll have to cut down. This is such a pretty one. Let's see here. Oops, sorry. Sorry, Tim Holtz, I dropped your cutter. Paper trimmer. I never use these yellow ones, but that might look really nice on there. Or it might not. I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to go pink or purple. I've only got one purple left. There is this shade of pink, which isn't quite as bold as the other one. Yeah, I don't hate that. We'll go with that. And let's see, this one will need some trees, but let's go ahead and glue this down. Now, before I do that, just double check my card front. Looks good. What I'm looking for is, as you can see here on the back, how that sticks out a little bit. And sometimes it'll sew on the front. It does show down here just a little bit, actually, so maybe I will trim that. I'll pick up Tim. And all I do is I just kind of put it in and get it right up to the edge of where the blade would be. And then I just slide it out the tiniest bit extra. And just trim off a little bitty thin piece of the card. So if that bothers you, you can always do that. If it's on the back, I don't normally let it bother me, but since I did the front, I'll do the back too. So slide that out just a little bit. And again, just the tiniest little piece. And now she's all squared up. And it's not quite on the bottom. Again, being picky. I don't need to be this picky. But since it's out anyway, and probably didn't enjoy being on the floor, I'll set it on top of that. Hopefully it won't knock everything over. Okay. So, glue this on. Now this is from a set of papers that I purchased. I think I got them from Etsy, but it was some kind of unicorn fantasy background kind of thing. It was in a set of unicorns, so you might be able to find it on Etsy. I've had it for a long time. I don't know where I got it. Creative Fabric is getting more and more every day, and a lot of artists have switched over to that. I've even found some that I previously bought probably from Etsy now listed. Well, no, some I bought from Etsy are now listed on Creative Fabrica. So, so they're out there. If you're inclined to look for them, you can find them. Just spreading that glue out. Alright, so put all those unicorns over there, but let's add some trees this time. And I've still got some grass here too. Yeah. So I can put the tree up like that, probably, maybe. Oh, I should have done the grass. Well, that's alright. I don't care if it goes all the way across. Instead of just going across the mat, if it goes all the way across the bottom of the card, I think that's okay. I don't think anybody cares. Not really. I'd have to use both of those for sure, which means I'd want to glue that one down first. But that kind of makes it look like the trees rooted in the grasses. I'm just going to grab a white one here because I think it'll stand out pretty nice. Just lay it on top for now. Okay. It's all getting tangled together. Do I want one of these in the background? I mean, it looks like the other ones now. It's just bigger trees. But I kind of like it. I mean, I could even use the rocking pony. I'd get rid of the trees if I did that. Oh, but that doesn't look bad. Oh, actually, we're going to switch things up. I'm going to use this one now. Where did I put my tweezers? There they are. I actually put them back. Now this again is paper, so it's really flimsy. It cut easy because it's paper, not cardstock, but it's flimsy. So, clean off my nozzle. Okay. Come on, glue. There you go. So I'm just putting little dots of glue everywhere. I could have run it through my Xyron, but again, it's paper, and those little spots, the adhesive in the Xyron doesn't always clear out of those, and so you end up having to clean it out yourself. And because this is paper, I'm just afraid it will tear on me. Okay, get rid of that. And there's a little bitty heart here at the bottom. I'm just kind of trying to make sure that's going straight up and down. And felt like it was. Let's put that down. Kind of like that. There we go. So I definitely want a butterfly, and I do think the yellow ones might look nice on here. That one cut pretty good. I'm just going to remove those pesky antennae. Except it didn't even cut. There we go. All right. Get rid of the scrap. Oh, that's glue. Okay. I think it's glue. Yeah. All right, now the butterfly. Should it be up here like that? Or back here like this? That's where I tend to put most of them. So I think we should mix it up and put it up here. Okay. Did I flatten that one? Nope. Again, that's not something you have to do. That's just my own way of making my brain happy with it. And I should have left, I meant to leave that one wings propped up a little bit, but I didn't. But you know what I could do? I could put another one underneath it and flop the wings up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like it. Okay. So at some point I'm going to start going through. I have been saving a ton of videos from other artists, trying to get ideas and just, you know, things that I like, techniques I want to try. So at some point here, I will be going back through those videos. And I don't know how often, if it'll be one a week, one a day, one a month, who knows. But I will be going back through those videos and highlighting that artist and trying to replicate what they did. Okay, so now on this one, I did smooth those down. I want just the tiniest little bit of a, I think that's too big. I don't know. Is it too big? No, maybe not. Except I really just want it in the center. How do I want to do this? Because I do want that raised up just the tiniest little bit. See, I'm going to go to my wall and see if I've got a thinner foam tape. I think I do. Here we go. So, just try and cut off a couple little slivers. Now I don't know where I got this stuff. I think it was Amazon, but wouldn't swear to it. Oops. Just trying to get it right toward the... There we go. I want to be able to glue that center of the butterfly down, but still have the wings pop up a little bit. Okay, I should be using my tweezers. It'd probably be easier. So, speaking of said tweezers, actually let's do it this way. That way I know I got a hold of it the way I want. I'm going to remove that backing on that tape. There we go. Hopefully I left enough space there to get this to glue. And then we're just going to try. Well, if I'd been thinking about it, I would have put glue on the foam too. There we go. Just hold that body down until that glue sets. Now this is going to be one of those things where I just talked about you know, elevated stuff going through the mail. Just be aware, it could be an issue. All right, I hear somebody at my door. Hold on. Nope, he's just making noise, as usual. All right, I didn't get the butterfly quite centered like I like it, but it's, I mean, I think it's close enough. But you can see how that foam tape just gives it a little bit of lift. So some extra dimension. I think it's cute. Yeah, that one's ready. All right, what else? Well, so we got this piece we need to trim down. So I'll get Tim back out, and what was I cutting those down to? I think 5 by 3 3/4. So it's currently almost 6. So I'm just going to cut, well, I kind of want to keep the dimensions where the different colors are, you know, the same proportions, but then again, if I'm going to make a scrap, I kind of would like it to be the bigger, you know what, forget about it. We're just going to cut some of it off, and then we'll go down to 5. Because I can. Now, into the scrap bin. Okay, so that's 5. So now I want to cut it down to, let's go this side. I'm going to cut it down to 3 3/4. There we go. Get rid of those little trash baubles. Okay. Now, what kind of card do I want for this one? Orange kind of might work. I don't know. Grasses. Okay, so again, let's just check the card. Looks good from the front, good enough from the back. I just don't know about that orange. I'm not loving it. I'll try the yellow. That's kind of nice. Again, kind of representative of the sun. Bye-bye orange. You're going back in the box. All right, so I like the tree. And then I would glue that there, kind of that there. Actually, that tree could go up more because this is really tall grass. I put that there, and that along the bottom edge of the mat. And then him in the middle there like that. Okay, I like that. Let's do that. And then maybe this green purple butterfly that I love so much. Ah, yes. Okay, so these go on last. This, let me zoom back out, or just so I don't end up off camera again. So this I want to glue right there. So let's take and glue this down. Oh, my nozzle's starting to get clogged up. Okay, hold that down. There we go. Move that grass out of the way. It's getting very bent up. Now, do I want to get some of my smaller, just to kind of, I should have put it in the background. I didn't. But I could put it over there. Or I could use this one. have to put it over here. Yeah, let's do that. So I guess this is kind of like a mass making, but they're not all the same, which they don't have to be. When you're mass making, you're basically just using something over and over again, right? In this case, I'm using my dies and digital cutouts, and there we go. So we'll lay one grass down. Okay, I'm going to move this card base really quickly till I get my grass on there. So I'm going to put that right about there, I think. Yeah. How far? Oh, it's quite a bit. So I was just wondering how far that stuck out, and it's quite a bit. So I just want to get it straight-ish. Doesn't have to be exact. Okay. Good enough. Now, do I want to put the unicorn down now or wait? If I put him down now, he will look like his legs will be in the grass. So I'm going to put him down now. Oops. And a little eyelash or something there. Where's my block? There we go. So then we'll put the grass down below that. How much does this one stick out? About the same. I'm just trying not to get glue on the outer edges so that I don't have to clean it off my mat later. I know, I worry myself sick over stupid stuff, but that's just the way I am. Okay, I'm going to line this with the bottom. There we go. Let's push that glue down. And then once it's dry, I'll trim off those edges. In the meantime, we can attach our butterfly. Hello, butterfly. Yeah, glue that down. And I think this will be our last one for today's video. Although I'm still in the mood to craft, so what I'll probably do is stop this video and start the Christmas card one. I still got to find a way to move this stuff off my desk, but I'm just not going to be able to use all of it. I was a little overzealous when I made stuff. Okay, so we're trimming. Now I'm not going, oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's get that to lay flat. Well, I think it's okay, actually. All right, let's try this side. Yeah, I'm going to retrim that. Get it flat. Or straight, I should say. There we go. How pretty. Now, I probably should glue down some of these grassy bits, but I'm not going to. Got a little hair there, little fiber hair. Okay, so my card base. I'm like, what did I forget? There we go. Excellent. So get some glue. And center it up. Should turn it sideways. That seems to work better for me, but I think that did okay. Bone folder. Just spread that glue out. There we go. What do y'all think? Is that cute? I think it's cute. So, we are done with our fantasy unicorn / rocking horse baby birthday cards for now. I'm going to put all this stuff away, and then I'll be back to do Christmas. Yes, the whole reason for this channel, well, it's not the whole reason for the channel, but it was my goal for the year, as it was last year. But it'll take me a few minutes to clean up, and then I'll start again. Excuse me, I've got a little indigestion there. All right, so do you want to do another quick flip through just to the ones we just did? There's this one, which I actually, even though yellow's not my thing, I do like it as that background. It's again, kind of reminds me of the sun. So there you go. And that's why the yellow butterfly, and we raised that one up a little bit. So how cute is that? I do need to put the building blocks on these, but I'm going to clean this up, and then maybe I'll do that next. I don't know. The building blocks that say baby, we'll see. I love this one. I love those colors. And actually, I like them all. Who am I kidding? I love that shade of blue. This one's really bright. It's not my favorite, but I do like it. And again, this is the one we added the sparkle to the mane and the tail. It kind of shows up barely. Barely. And did we do, I don't know if we didn't finish that one today. We finished this one today. We added the butterfly. So he needs some building blocks. So, but I think I'm just going to set these off to the side for now. Clean up my desk and work on something different for a minute. All right, so thanks for joining me. Thanks for sticking with me. Yesterday I realized that I had gone over 300 subscribers, and so I'm so grateful. I just want to say that again. I'm so grateful to all of you. I know my channel's not as polished as some, but this is just who I am, and I'm just being me. So if that works for you, it works for me. I just kind of sit here and ramble and play and talk out loud, and I enjoy what I'm doing, and I'm happy to answer your questions if you have any. So again, thank you to all of my subscribers, new and old. I really, really appreciate you guys. As I said, the links for these digital images are in my video from yesterday. So if you're interested in purchasing any of those, they are affiliate links, just so you know. But if you're interested in those digitals, you can find them in yesterday's video, linked below the video. So until next time, guys, thank you so much again, and happy crafting.